I was, and then I did the typical, like, I'm so early, I have time to, like, do last minute Christmas shopping online before I go on. And then I was like, oh, fuck, it's 7 minutes till and I haven't made my coffee.
That's, what's the line from the movie, Set It Up or something, which stars, who's the guy who's in everything now? He was...
Pedro Pascal?
No, he's...
Jacob Elordi.
Standard white guy. He was Hangman in the new... Hangman. In the new fighter jet movie with Tom Cruise, Top Gun.
Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell. So it stars Glenn Powell before Glenn Powell was fucking everywhere.
Glenn Powell, exactly. He's very charming. I enjoy him.
He is very charming. He plays, basically the concept is, what is the woman's name? Because I think she's hilarious. I can't remember now. So a movie from 2018. Zoe Dutch. And their bosses are played by Lucy Liu and Taye Diggs. And the concept is they are personal assistants.
It's like an Ally McBeal reunion with Lucy Liu and Taye Diggs.
Oh, right, okay. I've never really watched Ally McBeal.
It's fun.
I'm
so
aware of
that can
Ally
also
McBeal
be something on a rewatch that we're going to do that we're not doing.
No, it's not good. We will do the Bluey.
Blueies are nice and short and fun and cute.
We will do the Bluey rewatches. I'm not putting myself through Alec McBeal. No. If Alec McBeal is the world #1 most watched TV show, then we can do Alec McBeal. But like until then,
my favorite
it was at the time.
It was my favorite Ally McBeal memory was that I did a Super Bowl commercial while Ally McBeal was airing, and after the Super Bowl, it didn't air for like 2 months, and I was like, that was it, one and done, because you don't get paid anymore for a Super Bowl commercial as an actor. You get paid, you get paid every time it airs. And so we were watching Ally McBeal one night, and all of a sudden, like, the song for my commercial came out. I was like, oh my god! And I think it was the Ally McBeal episode where Sting was on, so it was like especially exciting. I think. Anyway, that's all. I
don't even know why I brought this up now. Yes. So their personal assistants, they set up their bosses so that their bosses like spend more time together and thus don't need them because and they get time, and obviously they fall in love in the process. Right. And it's a little cliche in places, but it's also quite cute. And there's the way that Zoe talks about love in it is quite funny, and like he's the stupid idiot and finally realizes at the end all that sort of shit. Anyway. She's late to one of the first setup, to the beginning of the setup things where they're like trying to get their bosses together. And she says, she turns up and she's late, like a little bit late. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I got here so early that I was like, oh, I've got time to dick around. And then I did the overdick thing where I overdicked it, like I've overdicked around.
We need to call it that from now.
I would call it overdicking, and I'm gonna go find that. I have to go find that clip.
I will find the clip. It's so good. Set it up, in fact, overdicking around.
We were bigfooting. We were overdicking. Can we make me a new t-shirt that says I overdicked? It wouldn't be three-wheeling if I didn't overdick. If you've ever felt like the third wheel, this podcast is for you.
If you love Wheel of Time, this podcast is for you.
If you're bored and have nothing better to do, this podcast is for you.
Join Rob,
Megan,
and Jen
in celebrating the Wheel of Time
and its statistically best fandom
and ridiculous gaming skills
and probably a few cocktails.
And find out which one of them will be the third wheel this time.
This is three-wheeling.
Hey.
Hello. Which I've kind of realized the way I say hello, I always feel like Mrs. Doubtfire when she like comes up from her face out of the pie.
Yes.
I had never considered that, but like, I'm gonna have
straight up
seeing that.
Yes, you are.
Wow.
I want to now see you in full Mrs. Doubtfire regalia, please.
Yes.
And thank you.
Yes, with meringue on my face.
For our next
Yes.
open episode, like big event, you have to dress up as Mrs. Doubtfire. In that scene.
Yes.
It's like, no, okay, Rob.
Sure,
like,
if you want to send me all the fat suit and the old lady clothes and the gray wig, sure, I'll do it.
Well, she's not wearing old lady clothes in that one. She's wearing a dressing gown. So.
Oh yeah, it's a robe. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
That's what you call a dressing
right.
gown, which sounds so much fancier.
Yeah. Yeah, over here, if you're like, oh, I'm wearing a robe, you'd be like, oh, okay. Some,
Oh, is that like a lingerie robe?
It's like, yeah, that would.
And
that
then a
would
dressing gown is like the
a dressing
fluffy
gown is
robe?
just like that, like you know, like it's fluffy
Yeah.
or whatever. It's warm, it's
Yeah.
cozy, it's old, it's you know whatever it might be. But yeah, a robe suggests like, oh, I'm wearing a robe because I've dressed up for you, type thing. Not necessarily in lingerie, but in something seductive.
But a robe, as opposed to like, well, what do you call it? Like if it's clergy or a choir, like a choir robe.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, that's okay. So if you're talking like, oh, this is my choir robe, then yeah, you know that gets.
It's also robe.
But it
context
has
is
to have
everything.
the choir identification.
You'd have to,
with
yeah.
it.
The context gives you the clue, you know.
this straight up feels like the Love Actually scene where they're like, "What's this bowl? What's this
Oh, yeah.
table? Same."
That's the second time this week. Okay, that I have been asked the Love Actually Wisconsin bottle scene thing has come up because
That's amazing.
Yeah, I said that we were going through like people were talking about things on Threefold Talk about things they were proud about this year that they got up to, or goals they'd hit, or things like that. And a woman that I met when I went back to the Fashion and Fancy exhibition was proud of like just deciding, screw it, I'm going to go and fly out and catch the last day of it type thing, despite never having been to Europe. And her name was Julie and such, and it was like she just met us randomly as we were coming in. It was like, oh, hi,
Wow.
like you seem to know people and chatting. Her name is Julie and she's from Wisconsin. And then Mel and they're all just like, oh, Rob, you got a thing for like finding people from Wisconsin wherever you are. Did they ask you to say
true.
bottle and water, I was like, and then you just said that. I'm like,
There you
what?
go.
It's weird.
What is going on? Yeah.
I have to say, when you're like, oh, I'm going to be in the States, I'm going to Wisconsin to visit friends, all I can think of is, and I've got a big knob. or my backpack is chock-a-block full of condoms. That's all
yes.
I can think about. Yes.
I can verify. I do. I know that movie has some problematic elements to it, but I do enjoy the intention of the movie. So I do enjoy watching it type thing. Much like watching Friends and things like that. That
And Emma Thompson's performance is just legendary.
I cannot. I used to show that to people as a perfect scene. But the thing is, so I got so disheartened a couple years ago when everybody really came out and they were like, this movie's super problematic. It doesn't pass the Bechdel test. It's true. There's not enough women interaction in it. And there's issues with it, but I just adore it. And last year,
you can see the intention that's come through,
the intention is there. The idea of it, it's like, and it's, and it's a complicated, yes, should there be more women and more women interacting? Absolutely.
Yeah, and
100%.
I'm sure they cut a couple of couples, or at least a couple and one person, and they cut I think a lesbian couple and a person of color. So it's even in the process of making it, you were making dubious decisions.
Exactly. But it's charming, and I love it. I love it so much. It's so dumb. And I love it so much.
Yeah.
I do. I can't wait to watch it because it's holiday time again.
Yeah.
But
so
I think did I ever tell
I watched it last week or something like that. I've been trying to watch more Christmas movies. I haven't yet watched It's a Wonderful Life, just because I feel like that one is a one I need to watch.
It's depressing.
it's uplifting at the end. Have you not got all the way through it?
Yeah, Megan, have you not watched it? Yeah. Right.
It's the whole point is it's depressing up until it's not, and then it's the opposite.
Which is in the very last 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, so it's a Brandon Sanderson book.
So it's a depressing movie.
Yeah, it's like, what am I doing? And then you get the Sanderlanche of joy at the end.
But the majority of the movie is sad.
Yes, the majority of the movie is sad. Otherwise you cannot appreciate the good. which is also kind of the moral of the movie, I suppose.
But that's Christmas Carol. That's the same thing with Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol, yeah.
Yeah.
But a Muppet Christmas Carol has so much fun little
But that's because it's the
parts in
Muppets,
it.
you know?
It's fun.
Like the lamp, not the rat. Like the lamp, not the rat. I did watch
So
that
good.
also.
It's so good.
Anyway, so my co-worker, shout out to Sam, he's a great guy. He was talking about like classic Christmas movies and stuff like that. We debated Die Hard and, you know, the silly ones and the ones like, oh my god, like it's a terrible movie but makes it great, like Jingle All the Way, for example, because that is I watched that yesterday. It is a terrible movie. It's a great
That's Arnold
classic.
Schwarzenegger, right?
It is, yeah, where he ends up
Yeah.
dressing up as like the superhero toy that everyone's obsessed with. It's turbo time.
Right.
Anyway, he was just like, "It's a Wonderful Life," and it's like, I've never actually watched that. And he's like, "Oh my god, Rob, you need to change that. Go watch it." So we found out where I could watch it. It's on Prime, and I went and watched it. And I was like, I sent him a message in, and I was like, "You bastard! Like
Yes.
that? How did that movie just sucker punch me so hard at the end?" And I was like, basically crying. He's like, "It's a wonderful, it's a great Christmas movie, and I watch it every year." And I'm like,
It's-
"Yeah, I think
it's
I'm
a
gonna add
Bluey
that to my
episode.
repertoire." Yeah.
It's basically a Bluey episode. You're just fine, and then it sucker punches you at the end. Right, Mike?
So yeah.
Yep.
What's
Except
your
the Bluey's
go-to
funny in the
Christmas
middle,
movie?
not boring.
Hi,
No,
folks.
not-
Welcome
not
to
bad.
Three Wheeling, by the way. We did this in the pre-show as well. We're over-dicking around today, so which
I think
only the
yeah, we
patrons
are.
will really know about. 'Cause that was in the recording.
Right. But we overdicked it. I overdicked it. Okay, we have to go back to Christmas movies for a second. I think I've told you this story before. I've probably told this story on the podcast, so apologies to everybody if you're just like, you know.
I mean, you're on two
old-
podcasts, so you
old
tell a
news,
lot of
Jen.
stories, Jen. It's okay. It's fine.
I tell a lot of stories.
That's
This is
a
true.
good thing,
This
all
is
right?
true.
Seriously.
That's
Just by the way, I watched Gus's reaction. I got episode 20, and I was just like, oh my god, this is brilliant.
It's great, right? It's
You know,
so
absolutely brilliant. And then I think I caught episode 21, and it was the tenticular.
the tentacle.
Yeah, the
Yes,
tentacles.
the
you know.
tenticular.
Yes. Dicticles and all sorts of things that go
dicticle.
around, and the constant puns, and you were just like, you brought it back with like, well, you know, this is just all laying pipe for the story, isn't it? And I was like, yes! Sorry, but you were saying Christmas movies.
Love Actually.
I was just saying that when I first watched Love Actually, it's because I think I told you this before. I was doing this British play, and working on my British accent for this play, and I was just, you know, drawing from like, you know, there's dialect tapes you can get, but I was like, and then I was like, yeah, I really kind of want to go for Emma Thompson. So I listened to Sense and Sensibility, and I was like, yeah, but that's the sort of Emma Thompson period, a little bit. And so I listened to Love Actually. I was like, okay, that's what I'm going for. I'm going for Emma Thompson and Love Actually, which is just straight up Emma Thompson. And rented it thinking I was going to hate it and just listen to her parts. And so I was like skipping ahead, and I was like, fuck, this looks good. And I went back and I watched it, and I just was charmed by it, and I loved it. Now, the play I was doing was in the middle of the summer, so this was like June, July. So about 4 months later, a coworker of mine said something like, hey, my wife and I are having a date night, or my girlfriend and I are having a date night. Do you have any good recommendations for a movie we can watch at home? And I was like, best date night movie? Oh my God, you should watch this movie, Love Actually. So he comes in the next day and he's like, well, we watched it, but it's a Christmas movie. And I was like, what? I literally had no idea. It just didn't dawn on me that it was a Christmas
But Bill
movie.
Nighy is singing a Christmas
I was like,
song.
he's
Yeah.
singing a Christmas song,
And
but
it's
is there anything else about
snowing,
Christmas?
and there's Christmas trees, and people are
And they're literally
buying
like, and if you
presents.
can't-
play with
and if you
the,
can't
with the
say it on
lobsters and the
Christmas-
Yeah.
octopus.
Oh, I
First
agree.
lobster,
I
you know?
agree
Like-
100%. It is 1,000% a Christmas movie. Just the first time I watched it, it's not where my head was, and it wasn't Christmas when I watched it, so I just didn't like put two and two
it,
together. Yeah, it's a Christmas movie. I know.
Fair.
I know.
I mean, I have watched it outside of the Christmas time, so you know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
yeah.
I mean, it's definitely...
But it's
Yes.
a Christmas movie.
It's unequivocally a Christmas movie, unlike
Yeah.
things
And
like
he was
Die
like-
Hard, which, you know,
Yeah.
I'm like, Christmas movie! Although I don't think the second one is a Christmas movie.
Second Die Hard, no.
Yeah, and I don't
Not
know
really.
why, but they don't really talk about, like, you know, like, yes, you know, there's a couple mentions of Christmas and stuff like that, and there's snow, but for some reason there's something, like, Christmas doesn't become, like, Christmas is part of some of the jokes in the first Die Hard. Mm-hmm. Like, now I have a machine gun, ho, ho, ho. You know, especially in Alan Rickman's voice. God rest his soul. honestly, like that. Just it's some of the jokes about it, just like what a Christmas party and things like that, and yeah, like the second one in the airport, like it's just. Even when like he intercepts the plane from the bad guy who's flown in, he goes like, "Welcome to America." It's not like, "Merry Christmas," or anything.
Right.
He could have said that instead, and I'm like, okay, now it feels a bit more Christmassy. I don't know why it's so stupid, but yes.
No, you're 100% right. And like when people talk about like Die Hard as a Christmas movie, they never say, and also Die Hard too. Nobody watches that at Christmas.
And then, so I think I sent this meme to you, Jay, but it was like Christmas movie tip. Watch Die Hard straight after Love Actually. That way you get to see Alan Rickman punished for what he did to Emma Thompson.
She was on Graham Norton a couple of weeks ago with Timothy Chalamet.
Oh
my
right,
God.
yeah.
Yes, I might have seen. I don't think I saw this. I don't think I saw
No,
this.
just like a clip, yeah.
Yeah, Love Actually came up, and he's like, "Oh, I love that movie." Like, and you two with like, like how you like work things out. And Emma goes, "Did we?" Look
Yeah.
at like,
Did
I
they?
did not
And
get
he's-
that at all.
and he's like,
Yeah.
"Well, like it kind of felt like it," and it made me think about how I viewed their marriage and stuff at the end, and I was like, maybe it's because I'm a child. Maybe he's a child of divorce, but I sort of looked at it. I was like, that feels like my parents, who are like just decided to not draw a line in the sand, but kind of be like, okay, it's happened and it will be dealt with, but it's not going to affect the fact that we are still together for the kids. And I'm just like, because my parents have done that. So, like maybe it was, I got that viewpoint. So it kind of felt like, not that it had been dealt with, but the long-term decision had been made about it, if that makes sense. So it's the process of, just dealing with the adjustment of those things.
Because she says the line. She says, like, what do you do when you look down this and you realize your future will never be what you thought it would be, or something like the rest of your life is not going to be what you thought it would be because it's already happened and there's no going back. And like, do they stay together for the kids? Maybe, but are they still working through it? But it doesn't work out. It's not like all is forgiven and we've gone back to what we were.
Yeah, it's only a month. But yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe maybe people who have not gone through things like that, either themselves or through parents and things like that, maybe they view it as just like, well, they're just filing the divorce and just dealing with it for the moment type thing. Which that was probably how it was written, but for me, and obviously Timothy Chalamet, you looked at it and be like, they they didn't work through it, but they, had accepted and were still together, even though.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's the one place, it's like the one part of the movie that's sort of unresolved of like, I want the rest of that story.
Absolutely.
Everybody else's story is pretty clear where it ends,
Yeah. Very clear.
and then I'm sorry, and then I'm like with Abdul Solis when at the end when Denise Richards shows up.
Yeah, Denise. I was just like, oh,
You must be Tony. He told me you were gorgeous. I love it so much. I can't wait. Bye. I have to go right now because I have to go watch it. I have to go right now. I'm so excited.
It's
so
just
stupid. I love
seeing,
it so much.
Colin Frizzle so excited to go to America, and he's like, Wisconsin, and then in the car next to him is fucking Valda.
I know.
20 years ago, because the movie's like 20 years old or something crazy. And I'm just like, oh my god, like that man grows up to be an evil white cloak.
But also,
what
Bilbo
did Denise
is in
Richards
it?
do to him to make him hate women?
No, wow.
Right? What did she do? But
I'm just trying to bring it back to
Bilbo
all the
is in
time, So
I know. We have to. We always have to. It's true.
I'm
last
also
year.
very thirsty.
Oh my God, Rob, what time is it? Jesus.
I don't know. It's a long time into the recording, so I think we should probably ask. Aside from high noons, hey Jen, do you know what time it is?
I don't know, Rob, what time is it? It's time to ask.
It's time to ask. What's Meg
drinking?
Meg is drinking Winter Night.
Oh.
Ooh.
So tomorrow's the winter solstice, and and then this will drop on Christmas Eve publicly. So that's basically the inspiration there. So it's kind of white in color like winter. So it's 2 ounces. So in a shaker with ice, it's 2 ounces of Shanky's Whip, which is that whiskey that has like the vanilla notes to it, and then 2
I love
ounces
how
of
she
rum
said that
chata.
like we all know that.
I know.
Anyway,
I
well,
know.
it's the one that I put in an espresso martini too. It's really good.
Yeah, but still, okay, go on.
Anyway, and then I just shake it, pour it, and then I sprinkle a little lemon juice, or not lemon juice. Oh my god, cinnamon. There's no lemon juice.
Sorry, I missed anything that went in after the whiskey. I missed. I do apologize. We're really messing with
2
your flow
ounces
this
of
week.
whiskey, 2 ounces of rum chata. Shaky, 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 shake. Pour into a glass of fresh ice.
Top of
Sprinkle
lemon
cinnamon
juice.
on top. No lemon juice, none at all. Cheers.
Garnish with a lemon wedge.
Cheers. Here's my lavender
do
latte
that.
that I'm drinking. I'm drinking a nice lavender latte
Nice.
this morning. I put my own homemade lavender syrup in it. I'm not
I
a barista.
have-
I'm not whatever Megan is. What do you make? What are you called? What do I call you?
Mixologist.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not a mixologist. I just make simple syrups for coffee.
I mean, I'm kudos for that. That's brilliant. I have struck onto a short-term winner because I don't know how long we're going to stock it at work. But when I finished the other night, or the other morning, technically speaking, because I do overnights, I was like, oh, I must buy stout before I go home, so I have something to drink on Saturday for the recording. And so I went and got a can out of the fridge and went up to the bar, and I was, obviously after checking that it was okay to buy it at 7 in the morning. I was like, is it still open? Am I allowed to purchase? I'm not going to drink it now. It's for a thing. It was like, yeah, sweet. And I got the can, and he was like, £1.87. I was like, holy crap,
What?
because I get a
Wow.
50% discount.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
just one or more than one?
Just one.
Okay.
So, like, $2 for, 440 ml, almost a full pint of stout.
Yeah.
And I was like, seriously? He's like, yeah, because it's only $3.50 takeout and you get 50% off because you're staff. I was like, oh my God. So I was like, excuse me while I go get 3 more. So I got like 4 cans of stout
Nice.
for $7.50, which is wild because on the board, that's not even like the standard price of
Right.
like, our cheapest beer. Our like it is our cheapest beer, I think, but like our pride and joy, our number one, our named beer, all that sort of stuff is £7.55, and I got 4 cans of stout for less than that. I was like, kind of blown
Nice.
away.
That's awesome.
Anyway, the reason I really was down for it, it is Mackey's of Scotland, but it is a British company. 2 scoops honeycomb ice cream stout.
Ooh.
Nice. But do people not like it? Why is it so cheap?
No, it's the takeout price. So the cans, because there's no work involved, are cheaper typically than the pints on the wall.
Sure.
Because you just buy it, and if you take it out rather than drink it in store, it's cheaper, and then I get it half price of the takeout price because I was taking it away.
Right.
Do you tip
Nope.
in the UK? There's no tipping.
I mean, you
Okay.
can. There we do literally. There's a tipping option on the display.
But it's not like standard practice.
No.
So like they kind of account for that by charging more when you're eating in. Is that
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda?
But like a lot of
Well, it's
places
the
are
same
starting to
thing
be
here,
like,
too.
if
It's
you're a big
considered
group
grocery.
now, they'll charge you
Automatic serving tip.
automatic service, things like that, but not everywhere. I'm having a moment where I can't because I've destroyed my nails, so I couldn't get my finger under it. All right, here's your ASMR.
Ooh, very nice.
Nice. That was a very good one. That was a very good one.
Spoiler, I have actually drank this before, so I know it's good. I did go through all my random stouts in the fridge that I'd forgotten I had, and I looked at them and I was like, these are all at least a year out of date. So they all went tip down the drain and then
How do you leave stuff undrunk for that long?
I remember. Okay, firstly, Megan, wow, thank you for appreciate that. Secondly, they were a little bit out of date when we got them. They were like, someone said, hey, I have a beer subscription. It always comes with a stout or 2 every month. I don't drink stout. I've been sitting in my fridge for ages. I brought them in. People take as you wish. And so I took like 20 stouts because no one wanted them. And they were a little out of date at that stage. So, but that was like 18 months ago. And so they've all become very out of date at this stage.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. That's fair.
But now my fridge is very organised and clean, and all the beers that are in there are in date. So,
Excellent.
cheers. 30 minutes in,
Cheers.
and maybe we might start talking about the recording.
Well, no, we aren't because I still haven't told you what movie I watched yesterday.
Okay, go.
Yes,
talking
what did
about-
you watch?
We were talking about guilty pleasure movies. Not even guilty pleasure.
Oh, right.
Well, sort of.
Right, yes.
So
30 minutes ago, we were talking about guilty pleasure movies.
We were.
And here we are.
So yesterday was the last day of school for the boys, for the kids, and so David and Kyle went to Paramount last night to like a Paramount company screening of the new SpongeBob movie with like snacks and toys and like fun. And I was gonna maybe go, but I had to pick up Zach, so I didn't go. So Zach, I was like, cool, Zach, let's just order dinner. So we ordered dinners from one of our. We ordered dinner from Fred 62. I'm drinking out of their mug. Okay, sorry.
This
anyway,
podcast is brought to you by Fred 62.
Fred 62.
No, it's not. But it'd be nice, Fred's, if you want to sponsor us, yeah, sure.
We'd be happy. Very happy. So anyway, so then, so I was like, okay, I'm going to work. I guess I'll just work through dinner because Zach decided to take his dinner upstairs. And I was like, it's fine. So I opened up my laptop and I was like, no, I'm just going to sit on the couch. Maybe there's something to watch. And I turned on the TV, and then Mom and I were watching a movie when I was home and we didn't finish it. Oh, the movie with Yosha. We were watching Gran Turismo. So I was like, I'll finally finish Gran Turismo. I haven't done it. So I'm searching for Gran Turismo, and it's on Hulu, and then like I have to sign in through Disney. It's a whole pain. And then so I went to Disney, and up on the screen comes Freakier Friday, the new one.
Oh, right. Yes, I've heard about
that is the new one.
Yes.
Yes.
Already on streaming?
It's on streaming. It's on Disney Plus now. And so the trailer, when I saw it, I was like, it looks cute. The trailer's a really cute idea. I was like, they did a great job of how do you update this and make it work. It's a really good premise. But I was like, I don't know. And then it got panned. Like, it got horrible reviews.
Oh.
But it was just, I was just like, okay. So I just hit play. Oh my God, you guys. I had so much fun. It's just me by myself watching the movie, and I am like belly laughing.
Is it like grandma's involved in the age switching this time, isn't it?
Yes. So you've got Jamie Lee Curtis as the grandmother, Lindsay Lohan is back, and phenomenal, and now she's the mom, and then she has a teenage daughter, and then there's another teenager who gets roped into it.
Please tell me that. So how does it work? They all shift like one up, and then like grandma shifted to the bottom.
The teenagers become the adults, and the adults become the teenagers. So in this similar, like, have to like function in the world when you don't know how to function.
Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis's characters are both teenagers.
Yes. So Lindsay Lohan swaps with her daughter,
right?
And strangely, but it works. Jamie Lee Curtis swaps with the potential stepdaughter because it's like two families are coming together. So she swaps with the potential and the two girls hate each other who are supposed to be maybe becoming sisters. So then you get to watch so Jamie Lee Curtis, she goes up to the mirror and she's like, I'm so craggly. There's so many crags. And she's like, and it's just Jamie Lee Curtis just like pushing on her face to like try to make it not old. And then at one point, like the teenager is trying to stand up from somewhere and she's like, things are cracking. They sound like a walnut. It's just like, it is so charming. And then of course the Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis are now in the teenage bodies and they both like biff it off scooters and they're like, nothing's broken. I'm fine. We're invincible. Like it's just
kudos to those kids to have to play whoever had to play Jamie Lee Curtis. Like kids, like wow,
right? They were all phenomenal as each other, and I was laughing my ass off and then crying at the end. It was really wonderful. I'm plugging it hard. I apologize if anybody watches it in not the same state I was in last night and they're like, no, Jen, it actually does suck.
I might have to give it a watch. Yeah, I might have to give it a watch. I watched Freaky Friday. Fun. I think I've only watched it once, but I have seen it. So yeah.
I actually never saw the one. I've never saw either original, not the Jodie Foster, which is crazy because I have such a crush on her. And I've never seen the one with Lindsay Lohan from 20 years ago. So I have lots of Freaky Friday in my near future.
I've not seen the other one, but I have seen the Lindsay Lohan one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I did see? Okay, folks, by the way, we were just going to have like a fun, uplifting episode. We were going to talk about things we like loved about this year or whatever. And, like talk about things we did in the podcast. Look, we've done, this is the 28th episode we've done this year. We've done more than an episode every other week. I don't know how we achieved that. When did we achieve more?
Because we had for season 3, we were recording every week. It was
that's how we did it.
That's right.
Yes. Okay, fair.
Yeah.
So I was like, how did we do 28 episodes this year? That's bizarre. Like, that would be like 26 would be one every other week. So, which means we also took some breaks in there without realizing it.
Over the summer, I think.
Yeah, I think
travel
because of
and
WatCon and Prague and things.
Right, yeah.
whatever,
Oh, yeah, we sometimes pushed an extra week, didn't we?
Yeah.
So, yeah, amazing. So, we kicked off the year with a discussion about we were on season 2 at this point. We talked about 201 and 202, and we ended up getting onto a Padden Fane do or die discussion. So, I was
Wow.
like, oh boy.
They
Still
didn't,
on-
and it died. So
Yeah. Wow. Thanks, Meg. Appreciate that.
uplifting was I'm not following the rules.
Not following the rules.
it's the holidays, Meg.
Yes. So,
Cheers.
but yeah, we've had some fun ones. This year we've interviewed Jan Petrina. We've spoken to Sharon Gillam. We had a chat with Nikhil. Like, we've had some fun guests this year as well. So,
It was.
it's been a
And
good
What a
year.
Holiday was an absolute blast.
Oh my god, it was super fun.
My
was
face
super fun.
hurt after that from smiling and laughing so hard. It
Yeah.
was so fun.
That I think is it's just got to be our thing every year, sort of. Although maybe
Poor Jen.
Jenny's was just like maybe less porny next time.
I wasn't, and I didn't set out to write it sexy. It was just that we had to follow
It's
what
all
we got
Mr.
as
Stovey's
donations.
fault.
Yeah, we're getting donations to like line it up and do things, and people like switch. Who was it for Tom? Who did we switch out?
Min.
I
had-
think we switched
yeah,
out Matt and replaced
Min became Tom. Min became
Yeah.
Tom.
Or Min became
Min became Tom. That was it. Yeah,
But also,
and then-
like, Min and Matt are not normally a thing, but
yeah, everyone
They
was
Can
just
I
down
also
for
thing.
it.
say that that's something like I was really looking forward to in the show was like Min and Matt were really developing this relationship in the show. And I was excited to see, their escapades with the Shan Chan later on when, Matt's toy and Min is whatever she is. I don't remember what they call her.
Oh, I forget the title, but basically she's a farseer or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
Doomseer.
Yeah.
Doomseer.
That's a yes.
But like, I mean, I think she got a new name too. I don't remember what it was, but
I think she did too.
But I was interested to see that dynamic with their past that they generated in the show that they didn't in the books, and that would have been
Well, and I have to say that I don't feel like it was a huge stretch to imagine that even in the show that they would hook up. Like I could see them hooking up. I mean, book clerks would have freaked out, but I could see them like based on their relationship, I could see them hooking up for casual sex and it literally not meaning anything emotional to either of
Right.
them, and then like then later finding their like actual partners, and then like when they came back together at the end, being like, should we? Probably not. Like 420 is not going to like that,
no.
I'm pretty committed to Rand at this point. I don't know. I just think that it was like they could have. I thought it would have been like perfect and appropriate, like friends with
I
benefits.
agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, that whole the whole 2 hours was just brilliant.
It was really fun.
So much fun.
It was really fun.
It was.
I didn't know how to be Nick Cage without yelling. I don't know.
That was great. Your Nick Cage was great. I was just really glad that I didn't have to be anybody as anybody. And
Yeah,
like,
that's true. I can't believe I pulled off a Scottish accent because I have always said I can't do accents, and apparently somehow I've secretly developed a Scottish accent ability. So yeah, that was
fun.
But Tom
definite.
was missed, and I really hope to do it again with Tom. So
Yes. Yeah, I think Tom. We'll do it. We'll convince them if I'm allowed to come for WhatCon, we will absolutely be repeating that at WhatCon. People.
I hope
so
you come.
yeah, well, it's all up to the
I
US
know.
government, isn't it?
I know.
We're not gonna get a downer and talk politics about that,
Nope.
folks. But you're welcome if you want to hit me up and know what I'm talking about. You're welcome to hit me up on Discord, and I'll give you a tirade, not directed at you, obviously. But yeah, that was great. I don't know. It's been a fun year. We've changed streaming. Apparently, that was one of our episodes.
Yes.
After revealing, we'll change the future of streaming.
I
Right.
changed streaming.
have you gone back and listened to that episode yet to see that like the idea either came spontaneously from both of us at the same time or came out of a conversation we were having? Yeah, I know you
About
don't believe
theatrical
that.
releases?
Yes, because I was like, where do we make money in the theaters? Like, what if we bring, and then you were like, I know. And you only think it's you. We have to share the credit for that.
It was
Go
both.
back and listen. Wait,
It was, but go back and listen there. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep things positive. I don't care. Maggie, you take all the credit out of mine. It's all your idea. I'm just like, it's all your idea. I love you. Happy holidays. Bye.
Oh, wow. There was so much bitterness in that comment.
No bitter.
Oh my gosh.
No bitterness. I promise.
One spot where Meg does get all the credit, folks, is the amount of companies that she's enticed into liking her reels this year.
I know.
You've had a number of companies just like it or comment on things.
I don't think it's a ton. I think it's just Empress.
No, but
Empress
then also,
no.
there was a different one like week before last or something where they commented it was like one of the mixing ingredients you added as well.
Oh, I think it was Oregon Chai, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
there we go.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had anyone like the apart from just fans like it full stop prior to any of this. So, and I'm sure there was another one at some point this year where someone from the company liked it. I'm sure.
Yeah, there was another Empress. So you had Empress jump in a couple times.
I had
think.
Empress
Yeah.
twice. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're working on it. So you can take all the credit there, Mick. So.
Yes, you
I will
can.
take your free booze if you want to send it to me. Thank you.
Yes. When we do a Sean
like,
Chan
I'll try-
series, it will all be Empress Gin.
Yes.
I think that's what we decided, wasn't it?
I think we should,
Yes.
and I think you should. I think that like the enticement for a company to send you booze would be that you will do like a little tasting of it on its own, and then find like the perfect cocktail to make with it. Themed cocktail. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Done and done.
I like it.
We should work on celebrity Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds and all the celebrities who have
Oh, like
liquor.
have my
Yeah.
own line of
That is
vodka
not what I
or gin
meant.
or something.
That is not what I meant, but I like that as well. Yes, you could
Because they
I-
do. So I thought that's where you were going.
No,
with
I just
that.
meant we should like work on them to be our sponsor because we're like a podcast about the like industry stuff and about a show, and so
So
like
get
maybe
Ryan Reynolds Aviation Gin involved.
if we switch to an Outlander podcast, we'll get
Sassenach.
exactly
Did you like my
your Scottish accent.
It was okay. It was alright.
Oh wow. Mom would die though if we got why can't I think of his real name?
Sam Huygen,
Yes, she would die. She would die
Huygen.
if we
Huygen.
managed to get some sort of collaboration. with him.
She'd be dead.
Yes.
She'd be dead.
I mean, maybe we should just, make a cocktail with, aviation, for example, or whatever the other one was. I forget what you said the other one was.
I do really like aviation gin.
And then we just tag them 20 times.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Here's some stats for this year. Do you know we had 2.4 thousand downloads this year,
Hey.
Wow,
which is really
that's
cool.
amazing.
Yeah. That's only. Oh, why has it done that? Okay, it's messed up. I need to do the actual custom dates instead because it's giving me December last year and no December this year. So let me filter that. There we go. January to December. Apply. 2,500 downloads. There we go. Thank you very
Damn.
much. Yes.
So if you divide that, so 2,500 you said
Yes.
by 28, that's about 90 per episode.
Yeah. Our top 5 episodes from this year are episode 308, episode 304, episode 305, episode 301 to 303, and then episode 307. That's in sequence.
So all of our recap episodes.
Basically, season 3 were our top listened to episodes.
Oh wait,
this
yeah,
year.
yeah, season 3 recaps.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Which makes sense. I mean, everybody's
basically
also
Yeah, for
like
sure.
so dug
306
into
did not make the list.
That's my favorite. That was my favorite episode.
The episode with the heels of Tanchico did not make the top
Right?
5.
God
It was
damn.
probably because I was singing or something. I'm sure.
I mean,
people
it's
were just like,
it's
oh, turn that
probably
off.
6. Let me look. It's probably 6. No, is streaming broken or can it be fixed? Was 6. Episode 306 was 7th.
All right, it's still right there.
Yeah, it's still in the top 10. Our top 10 rounds out with what the FYC is happening, how the trailer played, and then the hills we die on. So,
That
wow,
was the one
our
with all
top
the
10 episodes
theories,
were all
I
in the
think,
first
yeah.
half of the year, folks.
Yeah,
Apparently, we've not
Yeah.
been very entertaining ever since.
We have been very entertaining. I just think the entire
I think it's the
community
cancellation
is
that made it. Yeah.
yeah.
For
The
sure.
community has been
Yeah.
mourning. They've been grieving, and they've been taking a little bit of time off. Even the two of you, like you're both like listening to like we all kind of I think took a little bit of a break from. It was also like it was an intense spring. It was a really intense spring where
was
we
an
were all
intense
just
spring.
like
Yeah.
it was there was so much content from all of us from content creators, and then the show was like dropping. It was just like there was a lot, and then so then like on the heels of that, the cancellation just sort of feeling like well we all need to just
Yeah.
take a little break, and I think everybody's kind of coming back to it.
Yeah.
Like
Slowly.
Meg, you're listening to Wheel Takes, and Rob, you're listening to well Babylon isn't about the show, but yeah. They're getting back
It's
into
great. Honestly, episode 20 of Babylon was like
It's just that's all you
watching,
need, like
watching
right?
Gus react was brilliant. I'm so glad that I watched it on YouTube because obviously you don't get the sound to that part in the podcast, which is the only
Right.
thing I was listening to previously.
Right.
So his reaction was great. But then like watching all of you like do the podcast recording for it was just absolutely hilarious. And I messaged Jen and I was like, Jenny, folks, sorry. And I was like, this is literally like the best podcast episode to listen to anyway.
Aw.
Ever. Like just it's just killing me. I'm dying with laughter. You're talking about things, but yeah, honestly, the energy the four of you have is great sometimes. Like it was brilliant. And Jen's like, thank you so much. I really still don't understand how you're enjoying this because you don't watch Babylon 5 and haven't watched Babylon 5. And I was like, it's the vibes, basically. I said it in more detail, but I was like, the vibes, I don't care what you're talking about. You're all fun whilst you're talking about it. So,
Gus,
And
I mean,
people
Gus
that we
brings
love.
it.
Yeah.
Yes. And Gus brings it. I mean, Gus brings it. It is so fun.
Gus brings
to
it more
watch
than
him
Ali
just,
brings
like-
it, okay? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Gus is-
Allie's like, there's no HR in space, people. That's all there is, I have to say. I mean, and Gus is like, Gus is so invested. But you'll have to watch. Well,
I went
you're
to watch
almost
it like 2 days ago. I was like, I'm going to actually going to go watch Babylon 5 and catch up and see what's going on. And it's no longer free on Prime.
I know. It right when we started the podcast, it like was on Prime and then it dropped off
Yeah.
not long after. Yeah.
So-
I think it's on Tubi. It might be out there somewhere.
It is somewhere, but I have to pay to watch it. And I was just like, okay, no. If I was intrigued and was trying to watch it because of the podcast, maybe. But because I enjoy the podcast without watching it, I was like, no. Yeah, like...
Then that's great. That's awesome. Exactly.
So,
Well, maybe
but no,
I'll
like
have
you
to
say-
start listening because I don't watch
Yeah,
it.
you don't have
So
to.
that's why I
You don't
hadn't been listening. But
I know.
Rob seems to be
I know.
enjoying it without watching.
I just enjoy listening, honestly, all four of you. Like, I mean, Gus are always great to listen to. Jenny's always great to listen to. You're always great to listen to, Jen. I'm just like, these are four friends on a podcast together. If anything, when Ian turns up, it's kind of like a bit less interesting as a result.
Because we're all a little bit like a little.
Yeah,
more
and I kind of
yeah.
forget how he fits in, aside from being like a production designer. I was like, I always forget he did introduce himself probably at one point, and I always forget what his actual connection is to anybody or anything. And also, I've got to be honest, and I meant to message Jenny about this. His clarity and his volume is so much worse than the rest of you that it's actually tough to know what he said.
We actually tried to fix it. He comes back for the finale of season 1.
Oh, okay.
And he bought some new equipment because it was and I think because he's on his earbuds, I think, and so
Right.
it's a little bit better in the next one.
I'm not knocking it. I was just like, I'm not really sure what the guy is saying, so like, I just totally tune him out.
And he's a very
Yeah.
soft-spoken person to begin with, so yes.
Yeah.
And then with me, Allie, and Gus going, rah!
Being your
Hard to-
actor projector voices.
yeah,
Yes.
we're loud, and we talk over each other a lot.
It's very entertaining. Honestly, Meg, it's very entertaining. But yeah, no, it's great. We are going back to things though. Like I feel, the costume exhibition kind of gave people a little bit of a lift. Rosamund's interview gave people a little bit, not like a lift, like oh my god, there's someone's going to pick up the show type of lift, but just like a lift of like, okay, I feel like the mourning period is coming to an end. Mm-hmm. Like in terms of that initial grief stage. I'm gonna get a little sad for
Like the devastation and denial.
Yes. So I can't remember where I heard this, but it was years ago now I heard this. Basically, grief is so imagine grief is a box, okay? and inside that box, on the inside of the box, is a button. Okay, and there's a ball inside that box. Okay, bouncing around. When the ball hits the button, you really feel the grief. Okay, like it really hits you hard. And in the beginning of grief, that button basically fills the box. Oh, sorry, the ball basically fills the box. So the button is basically constantly being hit. But as time goes on, the ball becomes smaller. And so the button is hit less often. And years down the line, the button will still get hit randomly by that ball that is very small at that point. Because that just happens. You get that moment out of nowhere. But it does, like, you do, like, over time, that's how you learn to deal with the grief. Like, it doesn't go away. It's just the button gets hit less often. And I feel like we're past the stage where the button is being hit what feels like all the time. You know? And I'm sure there will be moments, but, like, the button is not getting hit every day these days. You know? That's kind of how it feels for me, anyway.
Yeah, it's a beautiful analogy, and it's really sort of accurate in terms of how present something is with you in the moment, and then, you know, to the point when it's like, yeah, it's not like you're gutted less when you hear about something or it comes up, but it's less often, and so your ability to tolerate it becomes better. And we're talking about the show, but like I'm talking about grief and real grief, like like loss and human loss, and or whether it's a relationship or whether it's a death or whatever it is, it's like it is something that's like you find a way to cope. It's a great way to. I love that analogy. It's really beautiful.
And I'm coping by listening to Allie and Gus with wheel takes, because that's like my reread without rereading sort of thing. And
yeah.
I did joke with Gus a few months ago, because I've always joked that I would do like a reaction series to them.
It's amazing.
Gus was, I started listening to one, and then I was just like, maybe I have to actually stop this. And Gus was like, if you want to stop and actually react to me, he's like, I'm totally down for it. This is hilarious. I was like, okay, maybe I'll think about it. So
I do wanted to
great.
keep track of how often Allie's right, because it is kind of scary sometimes.
It's uncanny.
Yeah.
It's uncanny.
Well, like Gus did that with Babylon 4. You know? You're just like, oh yeah, that won't be back until season 3. And then in the Grey Council with you and Jenny, where you do all the spoilers, you know, spoilers by the way, folks. I'm about to give it here.
Yeah, the spoilers if you're not watching the Grey Council. Oh, listen.
Yeah. And Jenny's like, yeah, it does only come back once, and yes, it is in season 3. And he was so casual about throwing that out that I was like, did he Google it? You know?
Well, that's the thing is, like, sometimes I'm like, I know he's not. I know for a fact he's not. But I'm like, sometimes I'm just like, it seems like he's playing us. It seems like, I mean, I know he's not, but I'm like, if I were watching this from outside, I'd be like, oh, this is a setup. He knows what's coming. And Allie too. Like every once in a while, Allie drops something. I know. We're like, we all know Allie. Sorry.
that would be major gaslighting. So, or as I said to him, I don't know if he'll bring this up in the recording, but he's leaving you in a state of denial. So.
Oh, I like this.
Because you were trying to find a pun that was like gaslighting, but yeah.
Denial. I like a state of denial. I might bring that up. I missed an episode last week, and so I did Grey Council with Jenny after, because I watched it on my own, and then I watched back what they did. But during the Zocalo, they were grilling her so hard. They were like, we watched your face. This isn't true. This isn't happening. And they like kept going down some path, and she was like,
her face doesn't change. She doesn't blush on command.
But they could still. And then I felt terrible that I wasn't there to help back her up, because they boxed her. They literally put her in a box.
Oh, for anyone who's listening and is unaware, Let's Be Nerdy uses an avatar. So
yes,
unlike when Jen, for some reason, whatever, is chosen to blush over a comment, Jenny will not do that because of the avatar function. So yeah, I can't believe they're like, your face. I'm like, her face is an avatar. Like, it's very limited.
I know.
You know, compared to a real human face, it's very limited in what it can do. Like, this is
so true.
Bless them.
So true. Oh.
So, yeah, I feel like there's good like hope for, you know, the fandom in the new year, I think. So
well, we spent a lifetime being a fandom without the show, and you know, the show really brought us all back together, because it had been a while since the books had been finished, and it brought everybody back together.
Almost a decade, yeah.
Gesundheit. Nice mute button work there. That was impressive. But it did. It brought us all. You know. it brought us all back together, and it
did.
you know, and I mean, even like if you go back to the Watt Idol winner in 22, we'll always have the books, we'll always have the Wheel of Time. We will, and like it's not like these people, all of us who have done so many rereads, aren't going to reread again and aren't going to find ways to like bring the community back together to like have a conversation about it and continue to like. It's just that we had to like go through this time of like, I got to take a step back for a minute. I just got to like, I got to heal up a little. We got the scars, got to get the scabs. You know. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Any highlights for this year for you, Meg?
I mean, really just, I don't know. I mean, WatCon's always such a great, time to see everybody. And I just feel like I've built and made so many like relationships that like I never would have had, So yeah, probably WatCon stuff.
I'm curious how. So this year you really, not that your cocktail game is ever bad, let's be clear about that to start with. But like this year because the previous year you were just like, I'm going to come back next year with like, pre-make so I don't have to like keep making and blah, blah. And you turned up this year with like giant bottles of like pre-made cocktails and things.
Which Megan was like, these will last through the weekend, and they were all gone the first night. They weren't all gone, but they were mostly gone the first night.
You used them during the game night, and I was just like, oh boy, they went quick. So,
yeah.
Maybe next year you don't get them out until like the Saturday or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
maybe I'll get
or we
them out
hold
for
some
the
back.
the dance and dinner or whatever.
We can make smaller containers of each, and just put out like a smaller container the first night, so if people don't get one the first night, then they can like get one the second night.
Maybe. Maybe we should set ourselves up like a spot somewhere in the lobby on Saturday this year, and be like, this is Freewheeling's Corner or something like that, and just like bring people to us.
Well, I would just like let me behind the bar, like the actual bar, or like you know what I mean, and then I'll just make the hotel some money. Like,
you'll end up working the week. Trust me, Meg, as someone who works a convention, don't work it.
That's what happens at every single one of the parties I have at my house. I'm literally just behind the bar the whole time, and my hands are just like citrusy, like cracked and dry by the end of like the night.
I have an idea. What if we talk to the Marriott and we tell them that you will create a signature cocktail list for them, like how like if you sell signature cocktails at a thing, like if you go to an event and they're like, we made a signature cocktail for the for the theme
at like San Diego Comic-Con, like a lot of the restaurants do like signature
theme drinks and stuff
for the weekend.
Yeah, and then like you can be like, I will do this if you give us our rooms for free.
Ooh.
Well, and then you work the bar.
Yeah.
Well, or you just give them their like, here, I'll like design these cocktails that you can use. And you could work the bar if you want,
cocktails that will appeal to the people that are going to be there, and then they'll buy more as a result.
That's my point. Like if we say like, hey, we'll give you guys some ideas. Like this will bring people to the bar to buy cocktails. These are like, I've crafted these things, and like, and either they can have a pre-made thing and just do it, or you can be like, literally, here's your cocktail list for the weekend, and people will come over and get it. Just saying.
Question that I might keep out of the public one. I know that Nabes doesn't like people going to the regular bar when the con bar is open, because the con bar
gets money.
So they should have that at the bar for like the Saturday
for the Saturday night,
and whatever.
Yeah, because it's it can still be the con bar, but it's like then because some of the money still goes to the hotel from the con bar, right?
Yes,
it's just that not as much
from that.
But we get a cut. But we get a cut from it. So that's why he wants us.
I think it just helps. So I think it's more of a case of like, you get for example, like I get a deal. I don't get a deal, but I don't think it's a deal, but I suppose objectively it might be considered a deal. Anyway, if we have food, if we have food, this is MalkieriCon, by the way, people. By the way, get your tickets, come join us. Like there are people. This is our last year in Prague, because the TV show is not in Prague. So if you want to come to a convention in Prague where they film The Wheel of Time, and there will be people making trips around to go and see recording sites. Okay, so you'll be able to go to the two rivers where they filmed The Gorge. you know, and you know, the outside of the house where the Dark Friend Social was filmed, and lots of places like that. The gorge where Breen Spring was, you know, you can go. They're not difficult sites to get to, really, especially if someone's hiring a car. Then you need to come and join us in Prague. Seriously, like, it's the last time, people. And then you'll just have to make a trip by yourself if you want to do that. Whereas you could take a trip and enjoy a convention and hang out with friends. So, make new friends. Anyway, I get, so for example, on the room block, people will be able to, you know, purchase the room for the weekend or whatever, and they get breakfast included. And actually, in this particular hotel, the breakfast buffet is wild. It's so good.
Wow.
It's like, I think it's, I don't know how much it is to add on per day. I think it's something stupid like 20 euros or something like that to add on for the day, which is pretty pricey, but like the buffet is fucking wild. It's so good.
And then you can set yourself up for the day.
Yeah, set yourself up for the day. Honestly, I only have 2 meals when I'm at the MalkieriCon because I'm like, the buffets. Yeah, it's brilliant. So, but I get that because we all go and have food. So they give me a better deal on the rooms because we're spending money on food. So I think it's more of a case of like, Names probably gets a deal on certain parts of the convention as long as a certain amount of money is spent at the bar on the Saturday nights. I think that he puts a guaranteed amount through the thing. So, but that would help me. Like, hey, like, you know, this would, you know, encourage more people to spend.
Somebody wants to say something to Nabes about, you know, we have signature cocktails.
Yeah. Can we talk the hotel into like putting that on to encourage people to spend? And like, what kickback can we get? Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, might cut that out of the main podcast because I don't want to put like, a negative thing and also be like, hey, like, we might not do that because it might like cut into names.
Right,
like,
right, that's true. That's true.
Give us 3 rooms if we give you a cocktail list.
No, but it's a really good idea. Like, no, we should definitely talk to Naves about it. That's a great idea.
We only need 2 rooms. Jen and I share a room.
This is true. I mean, I'll sleep on the floor of someone's room. Like, it's not like I use my room for anything else.
You're welcome.
Do you remember when David slept in the bathtub at San Diego Comic-Con because of Mom's snoring?
Yeah. Yeah. I should be glad Mom's not listening this morning.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah. But no, I don't know. Like, I think we should, you know, are we going to push the Friday night dinner thing at WalkCon? Like, because we all went for Mexican this year, didn't we? Like, it ended up just being a big giant conglomerate. But, you know, like...
Mi tradición. I was just doing my taxes yesterday and I came across that.
Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to do taxes. That's nice. I mean, I will at some point, because at some point I'm like, I need to factor in the money from making content, which is not... It's barely anything these days, so it doesn't factor in. But yeah, I will have to... Yeah. We'll have to do taxes for that. Ugh. Anyway. But yes, we should... I don't know who we're going to interview this year. I still don't know who they've invited. I usually know by now, and I don't actually know. So, yeah, we see who they're going to have, and then be like, wow, how do I get them to appear on the podcast on our traditional Sunday morning recording?
That's right. Or like everybody's packing up around us, and then they just gather around. It's very fun.
And we have a brunch cocktail.
We have a brunch cocktail, yes. Before we put them on a plane pretty straight away, apparently.
Yes.
Although not quite for Sharon. Sharon got delayed this year. True. But for Guy, it was just like, okay, do my shot. And then like within an hour, I think he's like at the airport. And I was like,
and we almost blinded him, don't forget.
We did almost blind him.
You almost took Uno's eye out, literally.
I did. His one eye.
God. His one eye. God, that was.
It has been a year full of blessings, despite some sadness. So
it has been. You know, like you say, I think the What a Holiday thing was not like, I don't know, like it was. I think we found our niche for What a Holiday.
It's really fun.
Like
really fun.
there are a few people at What a Holiday who are like, well, we do this every year, but it's also like pretty fucking brilliant when we do it. You know. So, for example, I don't know why they didn't want to do it this year or didn't come in and do it, but we didn't get Watchinary from The Way of the Leaf. But, you know, that's one of the staples.
They did some other kind of trivia, didn't they?
No, that was what's the other podcast? Twatcast did the
Twatcast.
Oh, right.
They do Wheel of Time Jeopardy every year.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously Threefold Talk, we do like a chaos thing with like
Which you
different-
got Bjorn on.
Yes. Oh yeah, that was so cool. Oh my god.
How
Bjorn-
nice for you. So great. I'm just kidding. I really am happy for you guys.
So that was
Just seething with jealousy.
Yeah. So
Yes.
that was. I didn't think that was going to actually happen. So we joked that we should invite Bjorn to whatever we were going to get up to, you know. And I was just like, yeah, sure. Like, you know, he's done the voiceover for the intro and outro of 3 for Talk, sure. So I sent him a message, and he was interested, but he's like, I'm not sure about the schedule. Get back in touch with me like a week or 2 out type thing, you know, and I'll see if I can make it. And he was kind of dubious, like 10 days out. He was like, I'm not sure. And then he's like, oh, I don't know when it was, but it was like a few days out. And he's like, yeah, so I'm going to be driving on Sunday, so I really don't know. And he's like, kind of give me a time and I'll try and like pull over and like call in or something like that. So, but it was all very like, very much gave me the vibes of like, please don't get your hopes
Not
up.
gonna
Like,
happen.
it's
Yeah.
probably not going to happen. So I said to everyone, I was just like, yeah, like, because bless Leia, she was like, she wanted to put possible secret guest on like the advertisement and stuff like that. And I was like, we really shouldn't promise this. I feel like this is this is a long shot of the long shot type thing, you know. I was like, I really don't think it's going to work out. And because I did ask them, I was like, if I ever got Bjorn, this is long before, I was like, if I ever got like Bjorn to appear on the podcast, would you kill me if it was a surprise, or you know, would you be like okay with it post the initial chaos of the moment type thing? They were like, Rob, you absolutely cannot have Bjorn on the podcast without warning us. We absolutely must have warning. And I was like, okay, fair enough.
Let's gird our loins.
Yes, there must be some girding. And so I was keeping them updated. And then he messaged me that morning and was just like, okay, so like what time will work? And I did the you know, based on experience, I did the mental math of, you know, when we're likely to be able to do our first the Mad Lib, like actual, you know, playthrough of all the things. By the time we get going and people understand what we're doing and such, and I was like, yeah, call up, you know, his time, it would be 4:30. It was 3:30 here. And we were about to be like, because I hadn't heard anything from him, we were about to like, you know, start the Mad Lib. And for those that have watched and actually pay attention, you hear me say like, maybe we should vamp for a second, because I was staring, I had my phone set up and I was looking at it. I'm like, see a message, I'm trying to log in. I was like, maybe we should vamp for a minute. You know?
It's happening!
And we were all vamping, and you see me very early on in the hour like warn, because I realized I hadn't told Ashkova, who was trying to help us track donations, that although I warned her weeks out that, hey, he's been invited, but it's a long shot. I hadn't actually warned her like that morning. Actually, Bjorn said he's going to try and come. Like, it's looking kind of likely-ish, you know? So I had to, like, without saying it actually live on the recording, be like, Ashkova, do you remember that thing that, like I said, might happen and was a long shot? And she's like, huh? I said, looking likely in about 20 minutes, because it was like 10 past the hour at that point, you know? And she was like, oh, and Leia had not paid attention to the group chat that morning and thus had not read my message confirming that until it was about 4 hours prior. And she was just like, oh, it is? Oh! And I was like, well, it's a good job I said this then, because she also would not have known he was appearing on the podcast. And I was like, okay. Yeah, so you'll see me like do those two things. And yeah, he turned up. And then I thought he would, like, as soon as he did his, because he knew it was going to be a reading, and he thought that it didn't make sense because he was bad at English. And I was like, no, we've replaced the words. It's deliberately not meant to make proper sense. It's like, okay, right. That's better. And I thought he would dash off straight away. And then he just wanted to, like, you know, spend a few minutes chatting and saying how grateful he was to everyone in the fandom for, you know, being who we are.
Now I'm sad again.
No, but and then he was very like, I'm an optimist and I have hope and like things, you know, in the future could happen. I'm not saying they're going to, but he's like, I still have hope for it. And it was really nice. It's quite uplifting to, you know, to know these people still want to come and do these things. So, you know, so who am I inviting onto three-wheeling next year?
I would have said Bjorn, but
I mean, I can still invite Bjorn.
Maddie and Zoe. Let's do Maddie and Zoe.
Maddie and Zoe together. Okay.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And
All right.
Kira.
Although Megan and I
I need all my Wonder Girls. And Ayula.
Matt-
all of them.
Matt-
I don't know. All of them.
All of them? What, at the same time?
Yes.
I mean, if you get Kira on the podcast, I might be a little distracted. Sorry, Kev. Like, I don't know. It was not like seeing Kira on screen and being like, like whatever. She looks like, and then meeting her, I'm like, oh, you're different in person. No, she looks exactly in person as she is on screen. I just didn't appreciate her on screen properly.
She just seems so goddamn delightful.
She is. But we could do a Wonder Girls episode. Maybe we'll try that. I don't know. We'll try. But we'd probably have to coordinate Australia.
That's a lot of
happy.
coordinating.
That's a lot
If
of
they were,
coordinate. We'd have to coordinate Australian times.
I'll do it in the middle of the night. I don't care. Whatever time works for them.
Where is Zoe based?
New
She's a
Zealand.
Kiwi. Is she back in New Zealand or is she here?
I don't know. Oh, she is. Is she back in the? That actually would make it easier because they're like.
That's what I'm
I think,
saying.
depending on where Maddie lives,
Yeah.
they are somewhere between like
Yeah.
2 and 4 hours apart or something like that.
Yeah,
So that
she's
actually
East
would
Coast.
be-
Maddie's East Coast, so they're 2 hours, probably 2 hours.
Oh, it'd be
apart.
2 hours apart then. Yeah.
So
think
I
that's
will
the
do the
difference
middle
between
of the
two.
night if we can get the Wonder Girls. Yes.
Well,
yes.
we could. Yeah, we could do evening for them, which would be morning for Jen.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll do it whenever.
Well, if we did like our regular recording time, all right, this is definitely getting cut now because there was logistics now, fans, patrons, sorry. I'm definitely going to cut this moment out. If we did like actual legit, what is the time in Australia right now? Okay.
Right now.
In Australia
have it.
right now, it is in Kingston, which is the East Coast. Like, Adelaide is. Yeah, so Kingston's the East Coast.
Sydney's 4:15 a.m. right now. Sydney.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Perth, sorry. Yeah, I'm
Perth
seeing that.
is 3 hours different. Perth is one.
Perth is
1:15
much
a.m.,
closer because Perth's
1:18.
so much closer. So let's say, she's in Sydney. Actually, no, I think she
You're
is
12
in Sydney.
hours, Rob, or you're 11 hours, Rob, or
Yeah,
maybe you're.
it's
13
11 hours difference for me.
Yeah.
So if we record it right now, it is or our regular time, it'd be 3 a.m. for Maddie.
And Wellington is 6:19 a.m.
Yeah, so it is 2 hours to New Zealand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be 3 and 5 a.m. So we would have to be like in another 4 hours. So it's me who's in the middle of the night to catch them first thing in the morning.
Or we
could
could
do that
do
at
their
night. We
evening.
could do that at
What-
night.
so
This is my
their
world clock.
evening
I
would be
have
what?
all the people and places.
I know.
that
I was looking at.
that I work with. At some
I
point.
literally
Yeah.
just Googled it, and I didn't see the
It's
first one
faster.
says Canberra, which is the east, like the actual
Yeah,
East Coast.
Canberra's
I was
East
like,
Coast.
Kingston? Kingston? Like, I know there's a Kingston, Australia, but like, that's not East Coast. Or I guess it's on the East Coast. And for some reason, because the first bit's larger, I just didn't see the 418, and the rest like 518
yeah.
through 48, because they're all like weird half segments of things. We could do like, rather than 4 p.m. Eastern, like 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would be like first thing in the morning for them. So, and then if we're throwing in Kira, that's not going to happen. So
So we have to do
so
you.
We
So you.
could
So
be
we
in
have
the
to do the
middle of the
opposite.
night, and we figured out what works good for you guys.
okay. So first thing in the morning for the UK, that would be like afternoon, very late afternoon, early evening for Australia and New Zealand. And then that would be very late at night for you,
We don't
Meg,
care.
and then
Fine.
late-ish for Jen. Okay.
If the Wonder Girls are there, I will. I don't care. I'll make it happen. I don't care.
All right.
I'm just gonna say it too. If we could get Rosamund on the show.
I mean,
Why
Rosamund
do you feel
does.
like you have a
Yeah, like Jen.
an
Do
insight?
you have a? Yeah, it's like you said that like you had.
Oh no, I have nothing. It's just wishful thinking.
All right, Emmy
I've
Award
wishful
winning
thinking
writer.
with a lot of confidence behind it.
Yeah.
There was. Sorry, Jen.
I
you
promise-
absolutely
I
was just
promise
like,
It was.
You
There
were like,
was-
we could get Rosamund on because I made friends with her recently, kind of vibe.
Oh.
Like
We're besties.
It was
We
like,
totally
oh,
hang
okay.
out. Like we hang out.
I mean, if you
We hang
find out who we have to ask, who we have to email, like,
Well, I mean, I don't know if I end up getting, let's see, Three Body. They're working on season 2, but if they get a season 3 for Three Body and I end up writing on it, she's an executive producer, so maybe we have an option.
manifest that for us, people.
Yeah,
love that.
manifest that for me.
So,
Or
the Wonder
or
Girls.
if I get my show,
don't even know
if
who
I get
would-
a show, I have. Yeah.
I don't even know who I'd ask to get the Wonder Girls on because I mean, I suppose I could ask Sharon to ask Kira, but I don't know if she's got that same sort of vibe. Not that I'm thinking she wouldn't, but I don't know if she's got that same sort of connection of vibe to Maddie and Zoe. But I feel like Kira would.
Mm-hmm.
And be
I
like,
feel
are
like
you
Maddie
interested?
would too, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel... Do you know what? I feel like Zoe is, like, if she's going to be, like, besties with anyone, not that she's not friends with anyone, I feel like she would probably have, like... There's something about stunts, I think, for her that would be, like, you know, so killer that she'd be like, oh, yeah, Yan and I chat all the time. I could just see that being a thing, you know?
Totally.
Because I feel like of all the actors, I feel like she was the one that surprised some people the most. And also really embrace it the most, like the whole like chasing down of the the film,
The Trolloc.
the Trolloc thing, and when they were like, "Slow down, you're running too quick for the little
Exactly.
go-kart
For the
thing,
camera.
you know?
Camera can't
For
keep
the camera on the go-kart, yeah." She's like, "Well, you know, I'm embracing it, you know."
That's right.
So,
If I'm being chased by a Trolloc, I'm not
I
going to
like
like pull
being
my
chased
punches.
by a giant 8-foot monster. Fuck you guys. I'm running.
Exactly.
yeah, like I don't have to be the fastest. I just have to be faster than the slowest person.
Yeah.
And that's you on the four
Sorry,
wheels
camera
right now,
dude.
so.
You're getting eaten today.
Yeah. Write that down.
You're going in a Trolloc
Trolloc
today.
Oh, God. Right, okay. Well, you know, we'll see. We'll try and work on that.
Oh, that would just be so wonderful.
That would be. I don't know how any of us would form questions because...
Nobody's
We-
like, I love you.
That's what I was
We'd
going to
have
say.
to,
I
like,
was like,
interview
I
each
don't
other's
think-
favourites, wouldn't we? Like,
Yes.
you know, we'd have to,
Yeah.
like, make some...
Yeah. Yeah. Megan wouldn't be able to talk to me.
I wouldn't
would
be
like,
able to function.
Here's me. I would be like,
no.
hey, remember when you posted those pictures when you were in LA? Here's my versions of taking those exact same pictures because
And I'm like,
as
not a
you're in my
stalker
neighborhood.
at all.
I'm not
I'm
a stalker, but I was like,
creepy.
I mean, fair enough. She posted a picture that is literally. So I was like, and I live in a specific place of LA where, like, it wasn't that I was just like, now everybody's gonna, no, oh shit, now did I just dox myself?
Yep.
I might have just doxed
overdicked it.
myself. I overdicked it.
No, that didn't... No, that's not how that
That's not
works,
overdone.
Megan.
I know.
It's
I
not
just wanted
everything.
to bring it back.
I overdoxed it. I
Oh,
doxed
doxed it.
I
Yeah,
doxed
maybe.
myself.
That's fine.
I self-doxed.
I can do some beeping.
Anyway.
Because you did that on an episode of Babylon where you were like full named yourself or something, didn't you? So
I did.
I was
did.
like, why is that beeped? And then I realised as I played it back in my head that you actually were saying like, oh, I just gave my full name out, you know. So yeah, and Jen had to beep it for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
You feel comfortable in your sharing, so.
I do. I didn't overdick it. I overshared it, and that is
Yes.
not uncommon in the Jennifer world at all. I'm such an oversharer.
Oh, God. All right. Well, I don't know. We're going to take obviously a break for the New Year's, and
Yeah.
we'll be, for those paying attention, we'll be back to record. We're not doing the first weekend, are we? We're doing the second weekend, I believe.
Is that right?
Of January.
Was it the 10th we looked at?
I don't remember what we said.
I need to scroll back when we were deciding episodes.
I think we said. Yeah.
I think we said we were taking the 3rd off, so then we're starting back up the 10th.
Yes.
I think I may have missed this in the group chat.
Yeah. You did.
I did. I completely
Oh my
missed it.
God, you are Mom.
You're like, because we were like, oh, it's something fun on the horizon. You're like, maybe just a little holiday travel, maybe not, we'll see. And I was like, cool.
That's
I was
right.
like, so
I
we'll
did
take
say
off Jan the 3rd and we'll come back.
That's right, because
on-
I said we might go away that weekend, but we're not going away that weekend now. That's changed.
Well, we'll still, you know, take
Yeah,
off
the
because
10th
it's
is
early
perfect.
afternoon. So we'll go with our next recording is going to be on Saturday 10th. If you want to hang out with us on that Saturday and listen to our recording, folks, you need to join the Patreon, patreon.com/MalkieriTalks, and you can come and hang out with the other patrons. Otherwise, that episode will be out on the 14th of January. Is there anything else about this year or hopes for next year you want to talk about?
Season 4, hashtag say what?
Yes. I mean, we're still writing it, so, you know.
I know, that's true.
Yeah.
I did re-listen to all of our old episodes.
We have the notes.
So I have all the notes. So in the new year, we can continue our journey in writing the rest of
Continue our
the
journey.
Wheel of Time. Yes.
I don't know. It was like I feel like we took a break for a week or two before What a Holiday,
Yeah.
and then like What a Holiday kind of just gave me like whet my appetite to get back to talking about the rest of the seasons that we were
Nice.
gonna.
Because that is the bread and butter of the Watt community, is theorizing and thinking about what's to come. So,
This is
what
true.
was meant to be.
What was meant to be, yeah. And the virtual tour for the costume. parade.
Yes.
That's coming soon. Shout out to Sharon's son, who is a literal editor. That is his job. He's an editor. And she was just like, I need you to edit a virtual tour of my exhibition. Sorry,
That's why we have kids. That's why we have kids.
Yep.
Totally.
And,
That's the one thing to edit our shit.
They gave him probably like 8 to 10 hours of footage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Between the 5.5 hours with Sharon and then the 2 or 3 hours or whatever that the guy spent filming individual costumes. And then other people, Sharon has reached out to other people and said like, hey, you don't have like particular footage of this costume or that costume because, you know, he didn't get everything, or we want like a swipe of the room or something like that, or would you have an image of this? So I know there have been some folks that have not filmed the exhibition thinking it was going to be in a virtual tour, but their footage will actually be in a virtual tour, which is quite fun to know about, and so I'm excited to see. But yeah,
It's really cool.
That should be out before Christmas, to my understanding. So it's coming.
so
It's coming
exciting.
soon. Yeah. So that would be good, and it will include things that were not in the exhibition, some behind the scenes stuff. Yeah. So even if you went to the exhibition, it's still worth buying it because you probably did not get a tour from Sharon, and there will be things that weren't in the tour that will be in the virtual thing. So yeah,
That's
I'm
cool.
excited for that
Oh my
to
God,
come.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
I'm going to arrange for Sharon to like do a party stream for her or something and give away tickets for people to be able to watch it. So I was like, can we do that? And she's like, yes. So, and there we go. As Laura has just put, who hangs out with us most recordings, even each in-person tour was slightly different. This is true. And Laura, shout out to one of our patrons, people. Laura, who spent 8 days at the exhibition, or I think 8 days in Prague and 7 of them at the exhibition, and took like tens of thousands of photos and things like that. Laura, I will work up my photos, I'm sorry. She actually finished a tour for Sharon on the last day because Sharon was meant to be on a phone call, and the guy came through and was like, Sharon, these people are calling you, and she was like, oh, ran off. It wasn't during the tour, it was like an extra add-on to the tour. She was taking costume content creators around, and Laura, it was like the last costume that she was showing off in detail, where they were like picking up the skirts and things like that. And like literally, she's taking apart like Avienda's like cosplay costume from the model to like show, and then she's like strapping it back on and such. And I was just like, talk about touching, you know. And then Laura was just like, oh, so she was going to show you these skirts, and Laura just starts picking up the skirts on like Moraine's dress or something, and starts showing the cosplayers all the details and things that Sharon was going to show them. So shout out to Laura for finishing a tour that Sharon started.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congrats, Laura.
Yeah.
Shout
Got
out.
real brave with the touching by the end of the week, yes.
As you should. As you should.
I got brave with the touching too, people, so...
And let us mean touching the costumes. Touching the costumes.
Yes, touching the costumes.
I just
Nice.
wanna-
I got brave with the touching of the costumes, yes.
Yes.
So,
Just gonna
thank you.
put that out there.
Appreciate that one, yes. So that one, that's a... Yeah, not the greatest of choices of words there, Robin. So, all right, well, I'll wrap it up with a what a positivity. And I want to say thank you to, touching and lifting skirts, Laura's just pointing out. I want to say my what a positivity would be just, the fandom, like, but particular our fans. People that turn up in the live chat on our recordings, people that listen to us and share us out on social media and things like that, who embrace our cocktails, our silliness, our writing, our whatever we're getting up to type thing. And I'm very, very grateful for another year of hanging out with you two and having those people supporting us. So that's I just very, very feel very, very positive and happy about all that. So yeah. That's my positivity to wrap out the year. I don't know if you had one or not, but...
Warm fuzzies.
That is perfect. That is perfect.
Yeah. So, thank you for listening or watching. If you're, well, not that you see our faces on the YouTube video, but you could, I suppose, watch the image that floats around on screen.
Yeah.
The purple sparklies.
The purple sparklies. But thank you for listening to us wherever you're listening to us, folks. You can rate and review us and like it and 5 stars and all those good things and comment on the videos and such. We would really appreciate that. If you want to listen to us live record, patreon.com/MalkieriTalks, and you can join us there. Don't forget to go and still no one has decided to like pick a t-shirt of the 3 of us. So maybe we need maybe the fans need the over-dicked around one, because they took too long to pick a t-shirt.
And then is there
So
a
we
giant
definitely
phallic
need
shaped
that one.
object on it as well?
I don't know what we put on that one. That feels like dangerous ground.
I don't think that's what I don't know that I will be wearing that.
It's the Red Rod terrain grill. We put the Red Rod terrain grill on it.
I still don't know if I'm wearing that.
I'm going to iterate on this. I'm going to give it a little thought.
Yeah, we're gonna work on this. Yeah. Jen's
kind of
Laura
lost,
just
right?
that's the gold rod to
That's right. That's right.
Oh my God. But yeah, folks. Right. So you can follow us on Twitter at 3wheelpod. You can follow us on Blue Sky at 3wheeling.malkiertalks.com, or you can follow us on Instagram at 3.wheeling.
There we go.
Our individual accounts are listed in the show description. That's it.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, makes cocktails
Happy
always.
New Year! Happy holidays!
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Whatever you celebrate this time of year, whether like Christmas is a thing for you or not, or the holidays, whether you care about New Year's, like whether you think New Year's resolutions are just a cop out, or whether you adore them and they help you change your life every year, whatever you get up to in the next couple of weeks, we hope it's great for you. And we will see you in January. For most of you, I imagine in the middle of January, but for some of you, it's only a few days prior to that. I was about to say early January. I'm like, no, it's still the 10th. That's not that early. So
No.
it's over a
Yeah.
weekend. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yes.
thank you so much, folks, and we will see you in 2026. Wow.
Bye.
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 So energetic.
I was trying to do Mrs. Down. Once again, we've proven that even when you're the third wheel,
You can always find a place to fit in.
Join us next time
On 3 Wheeling.
on 3 wheeling.
on Free Wheeling.